going on, killers? Welcome all you kings, scream queens, and everything in between. This is the Kings of Kill podcast. We're your hosts. My name's Zach.
Steven.
And together we are the Kings of Kill. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you all for being killer fans. It was a huge favor. Head over to kingsofkillpodcast.com where you can request your very own episode.
Do it.
If you would like to be so gracious, for as little as 99 cents a month, you can become a killer contributor, which means your requests go right to the top of the list. And we'll throw your name back in the credits.
Yep.
Or you do a little shopping. We got some sweet merch. We got some fun stuff. We got some KoK koozies. We got some hoodies. We got some cool shit. Check it out. We appreciate you. But more important, so happy you're here. Thanks for tuning in, Steven.
Thanks.
What? You're not tuning in. You're here with me.
Thanks
They're
for
watching.
being here with us. Our audience.
Thanks for being a friend.
We got a live audience. Don't hit it.
I forget
You
where
haven't
it
hit
is.
those in a long time.
Because I got way too handsy with it, and it just started. Oh my god, it's a toy. I can't help myself. What are we talking about today?
Not cabin in the woods. It's knock at your own cabin. Knock at the
Knock
cabin.
at the cabin.
Yeah, knock at it.
Okay.
Knock it off.
If you, those of you so kind of us to watch our previous episode, I fucked up. I totally shit the bed.
Wow.
So
what an episode that was. Am I right, guys?
What a nightmare. I text Steve the wrong movie. The request was to do Knock at the Cabin, and I accidentally text him A Cabin in the Woods. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even second guess. He's just like, okay, cool. I'm excited. Can't wait.
Yes.
I dislike Cabin in the Woods because it's overrated as fuck.
Wrong.
I didn't want to watch Knock at the Cabin because I just had a feeling about that Shyamalan son of a bitch, right? I messed up, so I was a jackass.
I won that cockfight.
So we fought about it because he loves that stupid shithole movie.
It's not even a bad movie.
And so we horribly reviewed that, yelling at each other.
I don't know what that episode is even like. Well, now I do because this episode comes out after that, so I already edited it. But it's great.
In my defense, like, okay, there's a lot of cabin movies. Not only are there a bunch of horror movies set in cabins,
True,
tons, but like, there's Knock at the Cabin, there's Cabin Fever, there's Cabin in the Woods, there's Cabin, there's Cabin in the Sky, there's Cabin Boy. There's a lot of fucking cabin movies.
Cabin Boy.
Cabin Boy.
Nice. Put that on the list.
Please don't. Don't encourage.
Cabin Boy. Well, Cabin in the Woods, you got to X that out because it's just making fun of all those movies. So you can't be like...
It tried to make fun of those movies.
It made fun of those movies.
Except no one laughed.
I did. A lot of us did. The whole world laughed.
No, the whole world did not laugh. No, I just, it's not my fave. I don't like it. It didn't work for me. Josh Whedon thinks he's genius and hilarious, and he just
is bald.
Baldest?
No.
Stone Cold's bald.
Yeah, well, Josh Whedon doesn't drink like 2 Coors Lights at the same time. Is it Coors Light?
It's whatever he can get, I think. He's got his own beer now.
He's so cool.
He has his own beer. It's the messiest way to drink a beer.
He's so neat.
It's the messiest way to drink a beer.
Yeah.
Speaking
of Messi, great soccer player. Oh, I mean, Knock at the Cabin. Great.
I hate that it's called that.
Because of one scene where he knocks at the cabin.
Yeah, the whole title of the movie is one scene that doesn't mean shit.
Stupid. This movie would have been way better if, like, Dave Bautista played the cabin.
It's so weird watching Bautista not walk in with, like, pyro and, like, spearing someone.
It's weird that he doesn't...
He has clothes on.
If he didn't have, like, a skin-tight shirt on, that would be weird. Every scene, every movie you see him in, it's just like...
You can't help it. Like, he's a huge motherfucker. What do you want him to wear, a muumuu? His shirt fits him.
That's true. Yeah.
Batista's
it
just...
fits him. If
he's the animal, man. He's massive.
Shoot off and kill that little girl.
Flex and bust. Dude.
Bing, and the girl's dead.
All right. Speak of that, let's fucking get into this shit show. Knock at the Cabin came out in February. Rated R. Why is it rated R? I have no idea. Nothing is shown. whatsoever.
Knocking is so scary. That's Pearl.
It's Pearl's
terrifying.
Great. So there's a lot different between the novel that it's based off of, which is A Cabin at the End of the World, which is a much better title. It's a much better title. Knock at the Cabin. One scene that means nothing.
That is a better title.
In the novel.
I 100% already forgot the premise of it until you just said that.
7 times, like the 7 seals of whatever the fuck it's. I don't know.
Is that the reason?
I'm a bad Catholic.
I just thought he's an asshole knocking. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Quit knocking that many times.
Do research one time. One time.
Next movie,
Google
I'm going to do
something.
all the fucking research. No, because we're going to pick some stupid ass movie.
It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be the worst one for me or one of the best movies. It's going to be like Nightmare on Elm Street, and I have to do all
Oh, dude, that'd be so heavy.
Fuck.
That'd be so heavy. Starring Dave Bautista as Leonard. He did a great job. He really did a great job.
Every single person in this movie, I think, did a great job.
Yeah, I was happy with everybody. The daddies, Eric and Andrew. Or Andrew, Jonathan. That's what they are, the daddies.
Yeah.
A lot of daddies in this. We got 2 daddies plus Daddy Dave Bautista, you know. A lot of daddies going on.
That's true. It's Daddy Daycare 3.
Eric and Andrew were the dads, played by Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge, respectively. Starring Nikki Amuka Bird. She played Sabrina, one of our 4.
Oh, yeah. One of the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Spoilers. Who cares?
Dude, the trailer spoiled everything.
No. You didn't know the reason they were there.
Yes, you did.
Did we?
Batista did his speech in the trailer.
Did he really?
Yes.
I didn't watch the trailer.
It was a shit show, man. Starring Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Rupert Grant.
Yeah. In it for whatever.
Abby Quinn plays Adrian. Kristen KoK. I'm so sorry. She did a great job. She played Little Wen, the daughter.
Oh yeah, the little one.
Yeah, everyone did it. The acting was perfectly fine in this movie. I didn't have a problem with
one
anyone.
of his better acting movies.
Really? Yeah, I was totally fine.
You got Signs, The Village, and then this.
Like I said, it's based on a novel written by Paul Tremblay. Sure. So M. Night Shyamalan got together with Steve Desmond to write the screenplay, where they changed a lot of things that I think was a mistake now that I know about it.
Based on.
Had a $20 million budget. And one cool thing about Shyamalan is, I will give him some credit, is that he funds his own films.
That's true.
Because Hollywood's like, we don't trust you. Because sometimes you're horrible. This Shyamalan is out of this. He's swing or miss, dude. He's either amazing or a shit sandwich.
He's 20% good and 80% bad.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, good Shyamalan. Let's see. We're
going to argue on this.
No,
Jesus
it's okay.
Christ.
You like The Village because you have horrible taste. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I love my taste. It's one
Do
of
you
the
know
best
what actually is becoming
ever.
You know what is actually growing on me a lot? Because now I fucking find it hilarious. Is The Happening.
Oh. Yeah, you watch that movie and you're dying
and
laughing.
You're like, this is amazing.
It's hilarious.
And see, here's the thing. If he made The Happening, if Sheldon made The Happening, just as like a joke, be like, yeah, I made a B movie on purpose. What's up? I'd be so impressed. Yeah. But he didn't.
But he
was so serious about it.
All of his movies, like terrible.
Not all of them. So obviously Sixth Sense. Not rewatchable, but a great movie.
Yeah. It just
once you know it, there's no point.
Yeah.
I felt the twist coming, and that's his shtick, the twist.
Was there a twist in this fucking movie?
Here's the twist. There's no twist. It's so literal. It's beaten over your head. The message is slapped.
The twist was like in the middle of the movie?
There is no twist. There is no twist.
To the daddies, there's a twist, but to the
there is zero twist.
Homies,
everything is so... Signs was amazing.
Signs was great.
Unbreakable was amazing.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
The Visit was okay.
I liked Split.
The Visit was okay.
Glass was from.
Yikes.
Yeah, The Visit was all right. Lady in the Water, I've never seen.
It's horrible.
I'll watch it, and then
you'll love it.
See, so he's probably got like either like 35, 65, or 40, 60 good movies. Percents. Math.
Let's take
Last Airbender. What's up? Fucking horrible.
God.
Anyways,
fire.
I don't know. He's one of those directors. Yeah, you just can't trust the dude.
But he's super talented. Like his his cinematography
Okay, yes. All of his camera work and everything
is always
in
amazing.
every one of his movies.
What
is
he
good.
does in such a little space in this cabin in the woods is really profound. Like really impressive. Always is.
It's good.
His script writing is rough.
I don't know.
It's not how humans
the
speak.
direction of his films are even weird.
It's-
Old? What the hell was that?
I haven't seen Old. I misspoke last time, and I got Old confused with The Visit. I haven't seen Old.
We
I've heard it's
reviewed Old.
atrocious.
You didn't even watch it?
We did Old?
Yeah, we did Old.
When?
A long time ago. We're too old now to even revisit. We did Old.
We did.
Yeah.
What the fuck's it about? We've done a lot of
It's
movies.
about those dumbass people. This is another Shyamalan movie. You don't want to go on fucking vacation because something happens. Stop going on vacation in his movies, actors or whatever.
What's the premise?
Anyways, old,
Yes.
young people go to this, or anybody goes to this beach, and they just start getting old.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. We did Old. It was shit.
And then the twist was the beach is
Old.
old.
The beach.
There's like a casted magic spell over this conch.
It was
like
a 15-minute
reef.
segment on like, I don't know.
all of his movies are Twilight episodes that
Yeah,
went way
it was
too far.
It was if it was part of an anthology and was 10 minutes, it'd be like, this is great.
I'd be like, man, this
Super
director's
fun.
awesome. But no,
Said it's 4 hours
people
long.
watch his movies and crank up his budget, and then fucking he makes money.
He does
which
whatever
is
the
fine.
fuck he wants.
It's cool that he's
Yeah,
profiting
it's
and all that, but like, I don't know. If this was on Netflix, it would have been one of those movies that got like 200 million
Knock
views.
at the Cabin. This feels like a Netflix or Hulu vibe movie. If
would've been
if it was direct
so
to streaming,
viral and everything.
direct to streaming on a subscription service, I'd be like, this movie is perfectly fine. But it's not. It's a blockbuster that tries to be so deep, so heavy, so many layers, and
It's
just
weird.
it doesn't work.
It would have been one of those perfect, like every single Netflix movie. It's a huge hit, and then everybody forgets about it in a week.
That's exactly it. I think
That's what this movie
Shyamalan
is.
is very, very skilled.
Everyone was like,
but
"Oh
I
my
think
god, Dave Bautista's in a cabin with a shirt on." I might have. I'm
just
loving this.
I think Shyamalan's just so fucking full of himself. He's so pretentious.
Yeah,
Like
we should have him on the show.
I'm sure he knows who we are and definitely wants to come on.
Debbie, get a hold of that.
He just calls.
Get a hold of him.
Debbie was fired 4 weeks ago.
That's why she's not in the corner. Shit, I'm looking at nothing.
Our assistant named Debbie just lives in my house in the corner,
Come out of the closet.
like the
She's
Blair
back
Witch.
there somewhere,
Oh my god.
fiddling around.
So it starts off with like some wild like 70s intro credits, like bright yellow. It looked like Quentin Tarantino did the intro for
Yeah,
this.
good songs too. The soundtrack was a banger.
Soundtrack was good. Have no idea why it's rated R whatsoever.
Nope, doesn't make any sense. There wasn't even that much language, and all the deaths.
There were some
they
fuck
go
bombs.
off camera deaths,
Yeah,
and they don't
it's-
show the
It
aftermath.
should
of the
not
deaths
have been
either,
R.
besides
It doesn't need to be an R at all.
titties.
Yeah. So dads of the year, right, are chilling in the house, and their child, they're on vacation at a cabin, which was filmed at a city called Tabernacle on a big farm in Jersey.
Yes,
Beautiful area, right?
trees.
No one's watching their very small child whatsoever. Like there could be a fucking animal coming at her. No, instead, there is the animal, Batista, which was his moniker back in the day.
whose head looks like a treasure
Hunking
map.
man, who is actually like, he is massive, and that's according to the book, but he's like a very mild-mannered,
He's
like
a sweetheart.
kind person. He like teaches like, he's like a little kid coach. He's like a toddler coach, right?
Yeah,
Very sweet, very
good boy.
kind. And he tells Gwen, like, hey, your dad's going to have to make a real hard decision. And then he knocks seven times.
So let's
knock,
get
knock,
some
knock.
grasshoppers, huh?
Okay, so was the grasshopper thing just a weird metaphor of like playing God? Was that what that was?
Either that, or
Like,
he
were the
just
bugs in
really
the jar?
wanted to help gain trust.
Here's
with
the
little
premise.
girl.
You know it immediately. They don't hide anything.
Hey, he walks out of the
There's
woods.
no
It's
one
like little
twist.
girl apocalypse, and she's like, "Dad's,"
Not quite.
and then the dads get tied up, and then they're like, they put on this giant suit of armor.
That's not what. You're so dumb. It's not what happens at all.
They burst into flames as the
Stop
four
it.
apocalypse horsemen people, and then a whole army happens, like Little Nicky status. Ozzy comes out. Bites
Here's
the
the
head off
premise.
of that. Oh.
Here's the premise. It's the end of days. The apocalypse is coming.
Arnold's not in it.
The four horsemen of the apocalypse, which are just Batista and three other people who just had a vision, met on a message board, and said they just know they need to go to this particular cabin.
They were on MySpace.
And here's the premise. We've been chosen. You've been chosen. We've been spoken to by God, and we are here. Sounds totally normal, right? Knock, knock, knock. How's it going? And the premise is you have to make a choice. You have to sacrifice one of your loved ones to stop the apocalypse, or it's the end of the world, and you will survive, but you will never be able to die, and you will wander the earth.
Boring decision.
Wander the earth together alone forever. That's punishment.
Oh, wow. That's so bad. What?
You're so grumpy. You would love that, wouldn't
I
you?
would love that. Hanging with daddies, fucking alone, and no one else.
That's the premise. Nothing is subtle. Everything is really aggressive and in your face. And like, I really wish in the novel it's much more ambiguous. It's much more mysterious. You don't really know. You don't. In the novel, you're not sure if this is reality or not. You don't know if anyone's right or wrong. So like, the novel lets you decide. Are they actually trying to save the world, or are they out of their fucking mind and torturing this family?
Which they tried to do in this. And one of the daddies is like, you're full of shit. And the other
Dude,
daddy's like, no, he's not. I believe this guy.
One of the daddies beats the shit out of Harry Potter's friend, Ron Weasley.
Right off the bat, too.
Which
Weasley gets a bludgeon right in his face.
It's well deserved. That guy's a prick.
Who, Weasley?
In this movie.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a pissed off
he
man.
gay bashed that couple. Like, that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, shit, that's true. I must have missed that.
Did you watch this?
I watched both movies.
Okay, as punishment to myself for fucking up last episode, I made myself watch
Did you watch
A Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, what?
For you. And you know what? It hurt me.
It's a good movie.
You didn't even watch this fucking movie.
Thor dies. And that's all I need.
That was the best part. That was the best part.
It's pretty cool.
There's some things I like. Everyone did a great job acting. They really did. I like their crude, rudimentary, crazy-ass weapons they have.
Very strange, but yes.
There's just some problems I
like
have with it.
Makeshift zombie apocalypse weapons.
Yeah,
that
for
you
sure.
Go back in the shed and be like, I want that and that together.
And then so they have to choose someone. They're obviously like, fuck you. They just assume they're a bunch of religious zealot nuts, like part of some cult, you know?
And why would they sacrifice themselves? They're like, you know what? One more minute.
Because that's the rule.
It's a fucking dumb rule. What games are they playing?
So they obviously says, no, we're not going to kill ourselves. That's ridiculous.
Fine,
you know what I mean?
will.
And so they offer themselves. They put a white sheet over, and one of the horsemen says, you know, part of humanity's been judged. And they just beat that shit out of them until they die.
No, I'm not going to die. Okay, then fine, I will.
And it keeps going until eventually only Batista's left. He also, and then at the last second, one of the daddies is like, you know what? I believe, I have faith, and you need to kill me so you and Wen can have a beautiful life.
The wrong daddy
And then
died.
they do it.
Planes are crashing, storms are arising.
But then everything stops, and the twist is there's no twist.
Are hanging out.
Sweet tunes, though. Come on.
Tunes are great.
The only, like, the end when, like, the happy song came on again, that was kind of cool.
That
but
song
like,
came on like 4 times in that fucking movie,
came
too.
on a lot.
But it's a good song.
It just didn't work. It was so fucking obvious.
I think it's too long
there was
for what
no
it is.
twist.
It could have been like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, who's there? Apocalypse. Apocalypse who? Kill yourself. No, I'm not. No, we will.
So in the book,
and then the movie's over.
The book was way different. So the book, Wen accidentally dies. They didn't choose, obviously, to off Wen.
Who's Gwen?
Wen is the daughter.
She dies in the book?
In the book, yeah.
Why didn't they do that?
Okay, so in the movie, this is hilarious.
Accidentally dies?
So in the
trip
movie,
on that night that she gives daddy number 2?
No, in the movie. Why are you always either making something up that you know isn't true, or just guessing wild shit?
Would be
As
crazy.
I'm telling you what's happening.
Would be a great child death.
There's no such. Stop it. A great child
There's
death?
a top 10 child death scene in my head, and one of them is Megan.
Dude, that was pretty. That guy was an asshole.
That was a good child death.
You can't say that.
Stay
Okay,
tuned
so
for our top 10 child.
please don't. No, we're not doing that. Don't request that. So in the scuffle, okay, when Batista, when they slip out of the ropes and take advantage of Batista, who again is like freakishly kind the entire time, even though he's doing these terrible
He's
things.
like, chill out. The apocalypse is on.
The pissed
Changes
off
the
dad,
channel.
the one that beat the shit out of Ron Weasley.
Oh, yeah.
He's telling Wen, because he's showing them proof the apocalypse is happening. But like, Wen, I'm very sorry, I'm gonna have to change the channel. And one of the dads says, "Fuck you, Mr. Rogers." Like,
That's good.
And you see Carnage. Of course, you get Shyamalan's cameo.
Infomercial style. But yeah.
Anyways,
Is that
horrible
his first
things
cameo
just happened.
not being in the scene? Because, I mean,
I don't
technically-
care. That cameo sucked.
it was pretty bad.
It was like he's on a 50-inch TV. Like, here's his face.
Yeah.
So there's a
don't
scuffle. They break free. They attack Batista, who isn't trying to harm them. He's actually not trying to hurt them, which is the craziest thing
Yeah,
about
that's the
that.
thing. That's the rule. They can't be hurt.
He runs into the bathroom to hide. They hear glass break, and they open the door and think that Batista broke out the glass. Except the glass window is this big.
And
it's
they
a
bought
skylight, and Batista
They're like, oh, he
is
escaped.
300 pounds of fucking a brick
So
shit
dumb.
house. And they're like, I wonder what happened. So he obviously is behind the curtain.
You know, they were like, when they're filming it, they're like, that window's not big enough for him. Just go with it.
M. Night.
I'm not going to pay to replace the whole
this
window.
I don't think they're going to buy it. No, I think he escaped.
Shut up, or you're fired. That's what he said.
You just see his head poking out like fucking Jim Carrey out the rhino.
Yes, that's exactly what it would look like.
So in that scuffle in the novel, they're fighting over the gun, and it just goes off and it gets Wen.
Oh, shit.
And so Dave,
that would have been way better.
every character is so emotional and sad, and even Batista's character,
There's no
Leonard,
shot.
I think he's just devastated, and then he says, "Well, okay, well you still have to pick." I'm like, "What do you mean? She's dead." She's like, "Sorry, it was an accident. You
Between
have
two
to
daddies.
You have to choose." That's crazy. And then so
Why would you leave
Batista
that out?
dies. One of the female four horsemen feels awful, lets them escape. They try to get the keys to Leonard's, to one of their trucks, right? Which is similar to how this ended, but like, I don't know why they don't have a vehicle.
They slashed the
Or how they
tires.
have perfect satellite in the forest. They have live TV. What?
I don't know.
So
There's
in
a lot of
the
things.
novel, they escape. They get to the truck. They can't find the keys because Leonard buried the keys. So the last four horsemen left is trying to dig for the keys and has a weapon. And she goes to off herself, but is like fighting herself. And she's audibly saying, like, I don't know if, like, she's fighting with herself. She doesn't know if what she's doing is the right thing to save the world, or if she's encouraging these people to hurt themselves. Like, she doesn't know. Then the book ends, and we never find out if the world's ending or not. It only exists from the perspective of the cabin.
So the book sucks too.
No, this sucks because they go back to society, and the apocalypse
everything's
was
fine.
happening,
Yeah.
but now everything's fine because it was real.
They even show
That's-
the cloud with like the sun rays going through it, like Jesus
God.
was alive.
When I saw the diner, I was like, Unbreakable. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's
they should
connect
have
it.
Bruce Willis walk out.
So there's an interesting concept here. Okay,
God.
it's something called Schrodinger's cat. Have you heard of that?
What?
Okay, so it's a thought experiment. Okay, put a cat in a box, then put something dangerous to that cat also in the box.
Snake.
Close the box
King Cobra.
without opening the box or listening to it or moving it, shaking it. Just know
sound
that
would
box
be
exists. Just, you can't hear it, you can't see it, nothing. That box is away now. Is the cat alive or dead?
That's
You don't know, right? Because you can't look, you can't see.
yeah. Someone took the box.
So
away.
therefore, the cat is alive and dead at the same time until you know.
I'm gonna run a lot
the
of thoughts
answer.
in my head.
So that-
I'm not even
that's-
gonna go to bed.
That's the interesting thing. That here's something interesting. So imagine being a cabin in the middle of
So
nowhere,
that's how they ended the book.
and everyone's dead. So they
I
ended the
hate
book.
that.
I hated the movie ending.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
They left the book up in the air so you never knew if the apocalypse was happening or
That pissed me off.
or if
Reading
someone
all
died
those
for no
words
reason.
just to be disappointed.
I need you to focus for one goddamn second.
All right, buddy,
You were
let's focus.
jackass. You
Bring
were
it
a Four
down.
fucking Loco shirt. You're giving me the shit. I thought it was interesting. But here's the thing: M. Night just bludgeoned us with these heavy, heavy themes. Like he talked about homophobia. He talked about
God.
ultimate sacrifice. Talks about religion. Talks about belief. Right.
Talks about the Four Horsemen and doesn't even mention the great game Darksiders. Fucking idiot. Right there in his face. Amazing game where you're... Go on. Your war and you have to take out the other...
I was really disappointed with this movie.
Yeah, this movie was not good.
No, it was not good. But it could have been good. It could have so easily been good. But here's the problem.
It could have been
It was
easily
shot
a PG
beautifully.
movie.
It should have been fucking PG. It was shot beautifully. The cast did a great job. M. Night shit the bed again.
Yeah.
Stop
100%.
doing that. God, you're so
Stop watching
talented.
his movies.
It was requested.
Not us. We can watch them, but other people. Quit getting this guy fucking box office numbers.
That's the thing.
For
When
these
something's
kind
shit
of movies.
and you encourage it, we get more shit. That's like
If they make
money
a new
talks.
Twilight Zone again, yeah, have him direct some of those. Give him those stories. Give him a fucking anthology.
I
Let
miss
those stories
anthologies.
go
I
to
wish
those.
we had more anthologies.
Go to M. Night and fucking Michael Bay and all those people. But at standalone Michael or M. Night Shyamalan, I don't know. His movies just don't hit as good as they used to.
No,
It sucks.
it's not working. This failed for me.
Move on.
Failed for me. So close to being epic, but just made too many mistakes.
Within the first
in
like
a
2
row.
minutes, I was like, this movie sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew real quick.
And it's a shame because
I saw
everyone did such a
Grasshopper
good
was
job.
like, I'm out.
The grasshopper did it for you?
Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. Have a different insect. And then I just didn't care.
What would you just rate this?
Ron Weasley.
That's the one note.
No,
you
actually,
did.
you know what? All the characters were amazing in this. All the acting I think was good. Dialogue, no. But I mean,
That's not their fault.
that's not
That's
their fault.
not their fault. They're stuck with that script.
Exactly. But everybody did a really good job.
They did.
So that's 1 star. It's way too fucking soft for an R and for an apocalyptic movie. That's -1 star.
I don't even know why it's
That might
R.
be -10. But let's go with -1. Keep it real.
Yeah, let's follow this
I
math.
like the
follow
idea
this
of
math
this
along
movie.
at home, folks. See what happens here.
The idea of this movie is great.
Yeah,
I like it. It
for
could
sure.
have been crazy if it
Yes.
was A24, but it's not. That's 1 star though, because I like the idea. It was good. Revealed the twist too early. Found it really boring and didn't care about the movie.
The twist wasn't. There wasn't a twist. The
There was
twist
no twist.
The
in this
twist
movie,
was
minus
this.
1 star.
The twist was the famous Shyamalan twist was. Yeah, no, it's literal. That's the
Who
twist.
cares about it? -1 star. Dave Bautista didn't play a cabin, so that's -1 star.
Dave Bautista as he's so
He
big. He,
should have
is
been
the cabin.
But you know what? That's -1 star. He
Hell
was
yeah.
not the knock at the cabin.
Hell yeah!
2 out of 5.
Damn, that's rough.
I just don't like it. It was stupid.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Good idea, good characters, premise, everything.
Yeah.
And camera work. That's probably like 3 stars right there, but I don't give a shit. Everything about it is not good.
It should have been gold.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of like Megan. Who cares about that movie at all? But everyone in it was good and good idea. But who gives a shit?
stolen idea.
Yeah, who cares?
But Megan actually worked though. Megan for a popcorn movie.
Yeah, it was
You
fun.
didn't hate Megan.
I didn't
That's
hate
why we were
Megan.
mad. We didn't hate
Yeah,
Megan.
That's
we wanted
that's
to hate
minus
Megan
1 star
because it
I
is a
didn't
direct
hate Megan.
ripoff. But
So Knock at the Cabin's 1 out of 5.
oh shit!
I didn't hate Megan. -1 star. Now still,
M. Night is
2 out of 5.
so talented. It frustrates me that he keeps dropping the goddamn ball.
I think this. So this is also these kind of movies where it's horrible when you're watching it, but the more I think about Knock at the Cabin, I like it.
It's so the concept, the premise
Everything
is
is
so
cool,
good. It's so
But
good.
if someone forces me to watch it, I'm forcing my way out. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch this movie ever again. I'm not even gonna own it. That's how serious I am. I'm not gonna have it on my shelf. Fuck this movie.
I'm gonna send you this movie.
I know. Someone's going to gift this to me. Every fan, all 5 of you are going to send this movie in mail.
all 5 of you.
I don't know. Wasn't for me. Wasn't for him. Wasn't for anyone but him. M. Night. And Jesus.
God damn you. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to head over to King's Guild Podcast. What?
This is kind of Easter themed, right? Because Jesus and Apocalypse.
By the time this comes out, Easter will be long gone.
Damn, you're right. Go on.
I was giving us the go home. We're gonna
home.
get the fuck out of here. I am home. You go fucking home. Thank you so much for tuning in. No matter where you're listening or watching, we still appreciate you. Share the show with everyone you know. Head on over to kingsofkillpodcast.com. You question for an episode. Consider becoming a contributor, getting some merch. We appreciate it. My name's Zach.
Steven.
And together we are
the Kings of Kill. Why do we have to do it right on the M. Night episode?
Fucking Shyamalan.
That's the twist.
Son of a bit. What a fucking twist.